Yeah, you're right. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. I just got down to the culvert. It is just now after dark. As you see, I've not even unloaded, set up, or anything. I just literally got here, and there's some action already. And just like I was saying yesterday, it's always going to be on one side or the other. One side's always going to fish better. So today I got here early because I think that's when it's going to happen today, just like yesterday. And I got the spot all to myself for the moment. I'm probably going to stay here a little bit after dark. I don't want to make this a long session tonight because honestly, I've been busy all day. I got so behind on editing because I was shooting several things a day. Yeah, so I'm not caught up yet. I have 2 fishing videos to edit. I've already edited 3 videos today, and I looked at the time and I was like, shoot, it is time for me to come down here. Yeah, you're right. So a little bit of a break from editing to shoot another video. What's wrong with that? Come on, let me get my stuff together. I'm gonna go ahead and probably pause this to do the setup when we lose the light, but let's see what we can do until then. Come on. So I brought a rod for jigs. I brought a rod for live bait because I brought live bait, and I expect live bait to be the hot ticket. It gets like that sometimes in winter. I used to not care about live bait, and let me tell you the reason why. Because I couldn't really get it. So I got very jig eccentric, and this happened a long time ago, many years ago. Fell in love with the jig, and then in Louisiana it just became more and more, just increasingly difficult to get minnows, and it's still that way down in southeast Louisiana. You have to go to PetSmart to get them there. So very jig reliant until, you know, one day we break down and we go buy goldfish, because you can do that there, even though a lot of old timers and other people might say different. It's not actually the case. You can fish with them. It's legal. Same thing here in Texas. You can buy goldfish at some live bait dealers, but here we're going to use shiners in with all the shad that's actually right here. Did you see that when I popped that down? The shad are here and they're getting busted. I know, you look out and it looks glassy calm, right? Like we're looking at a mirror at sunset. But there's actually a lot going on underneath that surface there. And I think it's going to get increasingly more active as we lose the light. That's why I'm not bothering to do the full setup of this session. I'm just getting this bait out there. And I might chat this whole scene out. I might not, but we are watching my cork because there's a lot going on. Shad are getting busted right where I put that cork. We're about 2.5 feet underneath the cork. We're in that we're in that school of shad. Those sockeye, those crappie are gonna come up and hit that from beneath. Changed my mind. I'm not talking that whole clip out, but I'm gonna keep looking over my shoulder. I've got the rod secured. We are losing light fast. We need to get this together as we fish. Multitasking here. Oh, shit. Running. What do we got? We got a hook stuck is what we got. There we go. No, we don't. Got a 12er. That's definitely what we got right there. Make sure, always make sure they're down in there. 12. It's a keeper. Good deal. These are my minnows from yesterday. I started yesterday with a 1/4 pound. I didn't use that much of them. Between Laura and I, only maybe a handful. 5 or 6 actually, I don't know. But we got enough for this session, maybe more than I need. We'll see. I don't want to be here for very long. I want to get back to work. Can't let a good opportunity go by. Last night was the full moon, and this side was really good right as the sun, like at this time. But I got here a little later, and there were already some folks here last night. They did really good around this time yesterday. They took home, I don't know, 8 or 9 keepers. You can have 25, but they got to be 10 inches. Can't be under 10. I don't want to keep anything that's right on the line though. I don't want any squeakers tonight. They got to be well over 10, well over, like that 12er we just put in. I got a friend who swears if you get a squeaker one that's just at 10, put them in your bucket, that they shrink, and all of a sudden by the time the game warden shows up, they've shrunk. And yeah, so be careful, because apparently fish can shrink. There might be something to that though, but yeah, temperature difference maybe between this water warming up and that water not. I don't know. Always a lot of traffic at this time of day, no matter what the day. This is Saturday, right? I'm supposed to be doing stuff. Anyway, as we got towards the weekend, it warmed up pretty good, right? Got up almost 80 degrees by Friday, and now it's cooling off. It didn't get any warmer than 60 something degrees, like not even 65, maybe 62, 64. And it is in the 50s right now. I'm going to get down into the 40s. So that's about as bad as it's going to get. No high wind, so that's a plus. That sunset sure something to enjoy. I can't say that enough. Moon gazers over there behind us. Moon gazing like they're gun goozlers too. They came up here slow looking at that big old yellow moon with their bright lights on, blinding the heck out of me. Dadgummit. Anyway, got a nice one right off the bat here. Saw some crazy feeding, and it hadn't got any crazier. Maybe because the moon is just now rising. Maybe they're on a different time clock, but there's an awful lot of shad right here in front of us. You just wouldn't know it. Right here in front of me. Not a chocolate though. Yeah, you're right. There's still activity out there, but I haven't had a bite on the jigs. I haven't had a bite on the minnow for a while. And that truck has come by me twice, and now it stinks worse than the first time. And if I'm doing a battery swap now, it means I've been here for a little bit over an hour or more. I think I might call this around 7 and make this a short one, because it's chilly. There's not too much going on, and I'm all by myself and feeling bored. All right, so I just replaced it, put it in a different spot. And if you're in my inner circle, we're going to enact the M Hood rule here. You know what I mean then, right? So I'm in the middle of the M Hood rule. And what it is like, if nothing happens in the next 5-10 minutes, that's a wrap. Well, something just happened. Lost my minnow. Something took it. So we still gonna go with the M Hood rule, but we are starting it over. Oh, well, what we're thinking right now is that we need to be selective with which minnows we fish. All right, so we're gonna fish this one here. What we're doing is wanting to fish the smaller ones, because it seems like they're getting hit faster. You see, I dropped a bigger one right here. That's a small one that I just got robbed of, and it probably wasn't from a crappie. I noticed this last night when my queen showed up. She was fishing the small minnows and I was fishing the large ones out of that batch, right? And Laura caught a brim right here, and this is right where, just right off the rocks, right in front of the culvert. That's where I just got robbed. I think it's more likely, if there's brim here or yellow bass, it might be more likely that the small ones are getting hit, because that's what was going on. Towards the end of last night's session, I was fishing like probably the fattest minnow out of that batch, and nothing was hitting it. And she was fishing smaller ones that I was putting on her hook for her, and she caught a brim here. Now, when her and I were fishing together towards the end of the video, it had severely slowed down. Remember, I was stuck on the other side and it wasn't real good, and the people over here were doing really good. I should have fished next to them, but I didn't want to bother them so much. Oh. Well, it's not a brim. It's something kind of big. I'm 8-pound test right now, but it's not an ultralight. It's just lighter line. No! Okay. All right then. It is now a little bit after 7:04. I'm ready to get up out of here and go back into post. So that's gonna be a wrap. Just a quick one to take advantage of what I thought was gonna be good. But you never know. And you never know, I might come back out later after I do some more work with a buddy, do some other spots or whatever. It's like rush hour out here, always at this time. Yeah, you're right, with the bright lights and everything. So thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right, I will see y'all next time.